welcome Malcolm-Jamal Warner. This ain't Theo right here. First of all, I didn't know when I didn't see the clip. You right here with your arms like this and this. Oh my goodness. Now, we have history together.
Yeah, man.
Because you played my cheating ex-husband on the sitcom Sherri.
Yeah,
You remember that?
Oh, we had a blast. We had a ball. Look at that.
Right there. It's so funny because I so loved working with you on the show. Did you like working with me?
That was one of my favorite gigs.
Oh, you like working on the show?
Yeah, because we had such a good time. And so when you do a show, it's usually the person who's like the number one on the call sheet. They really set the tone. So when the number one on the call sheet is real difficult, it trickles down, right?
Yeah.
But when you have the number one who is mad cool, it makes everything mad cool.
Oh.
And Sherri, come on, we had a good time.
We had such a good time.
We had a ball.
I want to show you and the audience a clip of such a good time that we had. Here we go.
So, how you doing?
What's wrong?
What? What's nothing to be wrong?
You're blinking fast and your lip is sweating. Spill it.
Listen, I need to talk to you about Paula.
The quiz hoe. I worked really hard on that nickname. I would appreciate you using it.
I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this, Malcolm, but I always told the writers to write a scene where I had to kiss you. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
You did not? You couldn't figure out we was kissing so much in the show?
Well, what you didn't know that if I wasn't in a relationship at the time, I might have slipped tongue in. I'm just saying.
Stop. Let me get on to the rest of this interview. Oh my goodness, my uterus is moving. Let me stop. We were, and I'm so glad you had, oh man, wifey, I'm so sorry. Oh, now you play a high-powered, cocky surgeon on The Resident. You are so cocky. I gotta ask you, is that some of that is in you, or is it just fun to play that character?
No, it's a whole lot of him in me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but with him, I get to play the guy I don't allow myself to be in real life. You know, the thing I love about him is he's arrogant, but not because he's compensating for insecurities or anything. He just knows he's damn good at what he does. And he's so comfortable in his skin that he doesn't care what you think about him. He's just always going to tell you the truth. And as an artist, there's a fine line, because as an artist, you want to not care what people think about you.
Yeah.
But the success of your art greatly depends upon what people think about you.
What people think of you.
So it's great to have the freedom to, be in a space where I get to play a guy who doesn't care about any of that.
You know, watching you have to use so many, the medical jargon and the terms. Is that hard? I've always wondered that, when you have to say that.
Yes.
It is.
Yes. Yes, there's at least one term every episode that will trip, every actor up.
Yeah.
Or everybody in the cast. There's always one that we're kind of like, I've worked on this so much when I was at home, and now I'm in front of the camera and I can't get it.
You can't say it.
Yeah, one episode I had chronic thromboembolic hypertension.
Ooh.
And I had to say it like 4 times in the episode. And I had to say it, just had to go tripling off the tongue, and I couldn't.
But somehow it sounds so sexy. Chronic embolome thymoloma. Now, you said, I read somewhere that you said when you had to audition for The Resident, that it was one of the worst auditions of your career. Really?
Yeah, it was definitely, I'd say it was number 2. Second to my Cosby audition. But, so for me, a not great audition is when you go in, you do your audition, and they say, great, that was great, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you go in and you do your thing, and they go, okay, that was cool, now let's try this. It means they're engaged, right? And now they want to play. So when I auditioned, the casting director, Scott, kept giving me notes, and for some reason, I felt like I was just really off my game. And by the time I finished the audition, I walked back to my truck, I shed a few thug tears, and I got home, and my wife was like, how'd it go? And I said, I don't want to talk about it. And normally, I talk about all of my auditions, the good ones, the bad ones. So when I said I don't want to talk about it, she was like, okay, cool. And then 3 days later, I got the call.
You got the job.
I got the gig. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. See, sometimes you when you step outside yourself, you do better than you think you did. You made an impression.
Yeah. And that's the thing about actors, as when we audition, we have to get out of trying to judge our auditions.
Exactly.
Because our barometer is just off.
You go, you do it, you let it go. But now you're in another project called Accused.
Yeah.
Now you say that this show is very different from other crime shows that are on the air.
Yeah, The Accused is a courtroom anthology series.
Okay.
So every episode is its own self-contained episode, like Twilight Zone or Black Mirror.
Oh, yes.
So in my episode, I play a man whose daughter was sexually accosted.
Okay.
And I decided to take matters in my own hands.
In your own hands.
Yeah.
So it plays out. The whole thing plays out.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait to see you in that.
The whole series is great. The writing is excellent. I'm really proud of my episode. It's hard to watch, but it's good.
It's good.
It's really good.
I know, because you hard to watch and you good. Sorry, wife, you had to do it. Now, I want to congratulate you because you're a Grammy winner already.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Won a Grammy. But you have been nominated. You've been nominated for your 4th album, which is called Hiding in Plain View.
Yeah.
Now, what does this album mean to you, Malcolm?
This album, it's my 4th album. It's by far my most important album from a social conscious standpoint. I believe it's one of the most important albums to have come out in 2022. I have featured on the album novelist and professor of African American Studies at Clark Atlanta University, Dr. Daniel Black. And together, he's interweaved throughout the album, and there's just so much knowledge dropped on this album, and it's really important. I say that this album is for Black boys, Black men, Black people, non-Black people who have the foresight enough to see that our self-healing is an invitation to explore their own necessary healing.
Right.
It's an album that can really shift the way we approach raising our Black boys.
Yes.
Which will then have a profound impact on how they interact with each other and Black girls. And they will, of course, have an impact on how future Black men and Black women relate to each other and the world at large.
Okay, this is something Jeffrey and I are going to be listening to.
Yeah, I think, especially as a parent of a Black boy, you will dig it. But also, so I say that, so on the surface, it may seem on the surface that it's just about Blackness, but there is so much universality to the album that I've had, non-Black people really be able to relate to a lot of the album. So it's a really important album. And as the producer and musician, the album also sounds
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, I got to ask you this before you leave, because your daughter is 5 years old.
Yeah.
So she's and so I know that you watch the episodes of The Cosby Show with her because you were on there for a long time. Now, when she sees her daddy, is she impressed?
No, she's so unimpressed. She knows it's me. She's like, that's Papa. Where's Rudy? And for the longest time, she used to call the show Rudy's Family.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and so now the crazy thing is, you know, Keisha's always been my little homie since she was 4 years old. And Keisha's daughter is a couple of months older than my daughter, and they absolutely love each other.
Oh.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, like, they were just at the house over the weekend on Saturday, and, like, you know, me and Keisha look at our daughters playing, and then we look at each other, and we're like, this is so surreal.
Yes, it is.
And you see these two little 5-year girls, you know, playing, and they're saying please and thank you, and, like, there's some grown women, some little grown women already. You know?
Malcolm, I just want to say thank you for coming. This meant a lot to me that you
Sherri,
said
congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. I love seeing you in your element. I love how you relate to the audience. I love just to see you in your own space and being able to be unabashedly you.
Thank you so much. I knew I should have tried it when I had the chance. The Resident airs tonight at 8 on Fox, and watch Fox's anthology series Accused, premiering January 22nd.